tonight at 8 o'clock, we have Ohio State, ranked number 3, versus Alabama, number 1 ranked. Ohio State is 7-0. They're coming off of a win against Clemson at the Sugar Bowl. And Alabama is 12-0. They're coming off a win against Notre Dame on the Rose Bowl. So, Nate, you go first. What you got for predictions?
Look, this is gonna be a good game. I'm gonna be real with you. It's probably gonna be one of the better national championship games. Um, oh man, it's a little tough because Alabama crushed Notre Dame, crushed your hopes and dreams too. But Ohio State absolutely destroyed Clemson too in the process, and Clemson you all know is a better team than Notre Dame. So I mean, I don't know, man. This one's a little tough. This one's a little tough. I want to. I want to bandwagon the Crimson Tide, but I don't know, man. The last time I did that, Clemson won. So I my my heart says Alabama, but my analytics side says Ohio State. If that makes sense. This one to me, this one's a little tough.
No, I absolutely agree. These are two great teams, and they're both playing greatly. So I think in the way to determine who wins this game is to look at each position of this football game and to see who has it better. So you start off with the quarterbacks, okay? Personally, in my opinion, this year, if we're talking about this year, I think Mac Jones is the better quarterback than Justin Fields. Even though Justin Fields had a better playoff game than Mac Jones, I want to say Mac Jones is the better quarterback after the due to the 12 games he has performed greatly this year. Now you go to running backs, Najee Harris versus the Ohio State duo of Trey Sermon and I forgot the other guy's name. I'm sorry, hang on a sec. I'll go with Trey Sermon, all right? Because I know there's another running back, and I forget his name. I always forget their names. Master Teague. All right, there we go. I got it. Trey Sermon and Master Teague. I believe those two as a duo. I think they are more dangerous than Najee Harris himself. And don't get me wrong, this is not a hit at Najee Harris. Najee Harris is a beast. But let me tell you something. Trey Sermon, these past few games, has been going off for this team. And not only that, if he don't go off, I expect Master Teague to also have a good game in this championship. Those two that running back duo that Ohio State got, they're very deadly. And you can pick your poison with one of them because if one of them has a bad game, the other one's going to light it up. So with that being said, Ohio State, I think, has the advantage on running. Now you go to the offensive line. See, there's two guys on each offensive line that I look at. We got Alex Leatherwood on Alabama, and we got Wyatt Davis on Ohio State. Now Wyatt Davis I remember he got injured in the Clemson game, so we got to see how that turns out too, and how he's feeling through that injury. With that being said, Alabama has one of the best offensive lines in the game, and I'll save some time. They have one of the best defensive lines in the game. So when I look at those two, I got Alabama having a better offensive line and defensive line. Wide receiver core, I just think Devontae Smith is on a whole nother level this year. I think Devontae Smith is an amazing player. I mean, he won the Heisman for a reason. He absolutely deserved it. I mean, the guy has been balling out like crazy, and this is a guy and this is going to be a good matchup. We got Sean Wade, who's probably the number one corner in this draft, going up against Devontae Smith, who's probably the number one wide receiver coming into this draft. So we got a good matchup right there, and I can't wait to see it. But I think Devontae Smith is going to have a night. Then you go to Ohio State. Ohio State, I believe they have. I want to say Ohio State. I believe if they're going to win this game, it's going to come down to rushing. I really do. I believe it's going to come down to Trey Sermon. And don't get me wrong, Justin Fields, I know he can have a game. But here's the thing. I think that if you're going to go toe-to-toe with Mac Jones, I think Mac Jones is going to win that matchup. It's tough. It really is. Alabama and Ohio State are both very good teams. The only difference is Alabama has played more games and they have proven themselves more as of beating prestigious teams. I'm not taking nothing away from Ohio State. They beat Clemson. They had a great game. The defense went wild on Alabama. But for this game in specific, Alabama wasn't in the college playoffs last year. They are this year. I got Alabama winning the national championship.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a little tough, but I think it's gonna be a very high scoring game. But yeah, I've made my final decision. I'm gonna have to go with
Absolutely.
Alabama on
And
this
I'll
little
and I'll
tough.
give one more prediction, one more side prediction. I believe each quarterback is going to throw at least one pick because on Alabama they also have Patrick Surtain the second, who's a very good corner in this draft too. So we got two prestigious corners going up against each other. This is what I love about this game. One of the best running back duos in college versus probably one of the best running backs in college We got two of the best quarterbacks going head to head, and we got Devontae Smith from Alabama as a wide receiver going up against the other wide receiver and Chris Olave. So we got some good matchups. I mean, you look at these two teams, they got star power on both sides. Every single position you can name, the other team has it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to whether it's the wide receivers, the quarterbacks, the running backs, you name it, they have it. So this is why this is going to be such a close game. I believe there's going to be at least one pick thrown by each quarterback. That's what I believe. If everybody stays healthy, because again, you can't tell who gets hurt and who doesn't, but if everybody stays healthy, I think Alabama barely edges off Ohio State, and I think they win.
Yeah, I agree. This is gonna be a really good game. Definitely you guys gotta tune in. I know I'm tuning in to watch. This is gonna be a very fun game to watch. It's on at 8 p.m. What again?
8 p.m. I believe it's going to be on ESPN.
ESPN. All right. College National Football Championship on tonight at 8 on ESPN. Make sure you guys go check it out.